Hello, welcome to Interdisciplinary Science courses. This introduction is common to both ISC 1001 and ISC 1002. Now, I will be using the Science 1 homepage to show you all the course materials and how to access these and how to submit your assignments and labs and so on. The explanations are same for both courses. Now, first of all, what are the requirements for the course? In order to do this course online successfully, you need to have Microsoft Office installed on your computer. Now, remember, you don't need to spend money on a textbook for this course. All the text materials, the homework and solutions, everything that you need, all the study resources are provided on the home page of the course. So since you don't spend money on the textbook, spend some money on buying and installing Microsoft Office. That is a good investment. At least for the next 10 years, that will be useful for you. Now, in many places in the class lectures, I have asked you to answer some questions. I will be throwing out questions at random. Now, most of those questions are meant for class participation. Now, there are certain cases where I have asked you to do some extra credit work, and I have asked you to email me the answers. Now, do not email me the answers. What you need to do is send me those answers as part of a lab. The advantage is I can give you extra points along with the points for the lab. That is very advantageous for you and me. So keep that in mind. When you send me an extra credit work, send it as part of a lab. I hope you have enough information now to log on to the course. Now, I'm going to take you directly to the home page of the course. If anybody has difficulty logging on, let me know and I will help you to log on to the course. The home page of both science courses look like this. There are two items here. Begin here, course content. Before we go to the course content, let's go and see what are the initial things that you need to do before you actually start the course. All right, click on begin here and look at some of the items there. There is a welcome message. Now click on it and open it and read it. It is a PDF file. Course introduction movie, that is what you're actually watching now. Course syllabus. Now open that and look through and read through the complete syllabus. Look at the student requirements. How many tests are you supposed to take? How many labs are you supposed to submit? And how many assignments are you supposed to submit? What are the elements that go into your assessment? Now you need to read and understand all those. Now remember, there is a 50-point class participation points. Now how do I assess you on class participation? Well, you need to make postings regularly on the discussion board. What are the things that you post? Well, you need to tell me where you are in the course. And also answer some of the questions for class participation on the discussion board so that others can participate. Now, if you have a question to ask your question on the discussion board. Other students can also answer your questions. I will answer your questions. I want the whole class to act as a learning body. See, you must act as a community of learners. I want everybody to participate in the discussion board, and that will be your prime source of earning class participation points. All right, so read the syllabus carefully, and if you have any questions, let me know. Now, course schedule, it is given in the syllabus, but I have given it as a separate document. So print it out and keep it at a place where you can always see it. So you know when a test is due, when an assignment is due, when a lab is due. You need to submit all those at least on the due date. You can always do it before. It's always better to keep ahead of schedule rather than saying, oh, I will do everything at the last moment. Now, don't leave everything to the last moment. Always try and work ahead. All right. Now, there are a couple more things I want you to do before you start your course. And that is, when you do the labs, I will be asking you to draw graphs. That means you need to learn how to draw a good graph. Now, I have produced two movies, Graphing on Excel 2003, Graphing on Excel 2007. Now, some of you also have Microsoft Office 2010. The instructions for 2007 and 2010 are virtually the same. If you have any questions on it, let me know and I will answer them for you immediately. So, depending on the Microsoft Office version you have, open one of these and watch and learn how to construct a good graph. Now, you need to have that skill because some of your labs require that you draw a graph. All right, once you have gone through all this, you are now ready to start your work. All right, let's see what is in the course content. So go back. Now, remember, from each page, you can actually go back by clicking on the back, on the back arrow. There is also navigation available up here. Now, if you want to go back to the home page, you can click on this course 101. It's actually the name of your course. This is actually an error. It must read ISC 1001 or ISC 1002. So click here to go back to your home page. All right, so let's go back to the home page. And wait for the pages to load. Click on course content. Now, course content is divided into 5 modules. Both Science 1 and Science 2 have 5 modules each. Now, I will take you through just module 1. Now, all the features of module 1 is common to all the other modules. So I will take you through module 1. Let's see what you have in module 1. All right, wait for the page to open. And now, when you see these icons against each files, that means the page is fully open. You've got to wait for the pages to open. Now, look at how your study program is organized. Here you have PowerPoint, text, and lab. That is your complete text material, the PowerPoint text. Now, you need to print it out and keep it along with you when you listen to lectures. Now, lesson 1.1a, properties of objects. So, open this, and I will be taking you to the lectures later on. Now, lab 1 is described in there. So, when you listen to this lecture, I will be asking you, all right, let's do lab 1. Then you come over here and click on this. Let me show you how to access the lab 1 worksheet. So click on lab 1 and it will take you to the lab 1 page. And the lab 1 worksheet is attached here. This is a Word document. Now, remember, if you do not have Microsoft Office, you will not be able to open it. So, click on it and download it. All right, open it and wait for the Microsoft Office to open it. And this is your worksheet. Now, these instructions are actually meant for students in the class. Now, in the lecture, I have actually asked you what to do. Follow the instructions in the lecture to do a lab. Always. Now, please do not attempt to do a lab without watching the lecture, because it is in the lecture that I have I give you instructions for the lab, all right? So when I say, let's do lab 2, you must go and open lab 2, all right? Now, in here, you can complete this worksheet and save it as a document on your computer. All right. Now, you say you finished your work, and then say save as, give it a document name, and so on. All right, I'm going to close this. All right. Now, once you have done that, once you have completed the worksheet, you are ready to submit the assignment. See where it is. So click on submit the assignment and browse for the file. So click on browse and then look for the file you have saved, whether you saved it in your desktop or saved it on your flash drive or wherever. Look for the file you saved and choose that file, open it, and then say submit assignment. Click in here, but before you click there, you have to click this small box. You know what that is saying? This assignment submission is my own original work. Now, this is an honor commitment that you're doing. And if I find out that it is otherwise, well, then we may have to have some discussion on it. So this is your original work. You have an honor commitment. Click that. If you have any message for me, write it there, and then click on submit assignment, and that will be submitted, and I will grade them for you. All right, and this is how you submit your assignment. Now, as you move from lesson 1.1a to lesson 1.1b, there are 2 labs in there. Now remember, you cannot do these labs without watching the lectures, now which I'm going to show you later on. So the module 1 lessons are from 1.1 to 1.4. These are the lectures you need to cover, and these are the labs. Now for science 1, you can see there are a number of labs in the first 1 or 2 weeks. Now that means there will not be as many labs later on. So in the beginning you have some hard work to do. So make sure that you complete all these labs on time. All right, let's go down and look at item number 2. What is item number 2 on module 1? It says lectures on streaming videos. Now here you have lecture 1.1. Well, these are homeworks. Lesson 1.1a, properties of objects. You can see the text materials, the PowerPoint, it's the same thing used here. So when you are reading the PowerPoint on lecture 1.1a, that is the same thing I have used for the lecture. When you watch this lecture, keep that PowerPoint with you. All right? So watch these lectures. Click on the lecture. Let's click on the first lecture, properties of objects. Now wait for the video to open, and once it is open, you can either click here or at the bottom left there is an arrow. Now I'm going to click on the bottom left to play the video. And you need to wait for it to start playing. Now listen to the lecture carefully as though you are sitting in a classroom. Now the class lectures are actually brought to your bedroom. So make use of it and make sure that you listen to the lectures completely and do all the labs as you listen to the lectures. All right, I'm going to close this. So all the lectures can be watched by simply clicking on. And lectures can also be accessed on from iTunes. If you have difficulty playing this, now remember, in order to play these streaming videos, you need to update your flash. on your computer. The videos are flash driven, so you need to update the flash. And anything else that your computer you need to keep your computers updated all the time. Otherwise you may have problems watching this. Now, the lectures on iTunes are a lot more easier once they are downloaded. Now, click on lectures on iTunes if you want to go that way. If you have problem with, all right, follow instructions and wait for iTunes to open. Most of you are familiar with iTunes. Now you can see these are all the lectures for the ISC 1 classes. You can actually download all of them by clicking Get Track. Now if you click on Get Tracks, your computer will download each of these lectures. It will take a few hours. If you start it, say, sometime 6 o'clock in the evening, it might take until 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, and then we'll download all these lectures and it will construct a playlist for you. And once you want to play a video, double click on it and it will start playing. The advantage of downloading these videos, you will have them on your computer all the time. The streaming videos will not be available to you after you finish with the class. All right? But these will be available as long as you have them on your computer. So you can choose. You can either use iTunes videos or streaming videos. With the iTunes videos, you can always go back and forth. You can rewind very easily. Streaming videos do not allow you to do that easily. And that is the advantage of the iTunes videos. All right, let's get out of iTunes. So you have now watched the lectures, you have read the PowerPoint text, you have done the labs for Module 1. It is now ready to do all the homeworks. So let's go and look at the homework. I have given you homeworks for each lesson and I've given you the complete solutions. Now this is a study guide for you. Homeworks are not to be submitted, all right? This is for you to study and consolidate your learning. So use the homework to study. And once you have done with the homework, you have a practice test for each module. So now click on practice test 1 and I have also given you the complete solutions for that practice test. And make use of that. And once you have done this, that means you have completed module 1, you are ready for your module 1 assignment and module 1 test. And that is something that you can access from the same page. So you have now ready for unit 1 assignment. Assignments are submitted the same way as you do your lab. So click on unit 1 assignment. All right. And download the attached file. Open the file into Word document and that's your assignment 1. What you need to do is answer all these questions right here in the same document and save it as a document on your file. And once you save it, you are now ready to submit it. So click on submit and then browse for the file and submit the assignment here. Of course, after your honor commitment. And that is how you submit your assignment. And once you have done the assignment, you are now one more thing to do for module 1, and that is take your test 1. Now, when you are ready for taking test 1, click on test 1. It will take you directly to here. And then click on take the quiz or test. And read the question carefully and choose the alternative, the radio button, and click on save the answer. And complete the test and click on finish and you're done you will be graded and you can watch your score right away. Now, all the other modules are constructed the same way. There is no difference. Well, I have explained to you everything about the course, how to access all the course materials, how to submit all the labs and assignments and tests. And if you have any questions, let me know at any time. Either email me in the course. That is the best way to do. But if you want an answer immediately, within say about 20 minutes, then use my Edison email, which is given in the syllabus. I will be able to get back to you within about 10 to 15 minutes. All right? All the best, and I hope you will enjoy the course.